What is up? It's holy shit. It's been a while since I've been on here, man. Like, what the fuck? I hydrate, right? We don't have a drink. Oh, they're just never mind. We're good. I found it. My foot's itchy. Sorry, I took my dog on a really long walk and I got bit up. I got eaten by bugs. I got abused. That's what happens in this society. I'm abused. Okay, it looks like my sounds are working. Alright, so it's been a while because the puppy I haven't really like had the time to stream and shit. Let me mute while I talk to you guys. So I haven't really had the time to stream and shit. But holy shit. He moved a little bit. Not that far up. I'm still in the same general area. I moved up a little bit for the sake of like privacy and shit. I guess you could see Mouse still down there, but I thought it was worth it. Plus, I got a better view. I can see everything. I can view everybody now. Makes me feel a little less anxious about something going wrong here. You can see just about where everybody is. Xavier's asleep up there. I'm not gonna be too loud. Yeah, I'm up here now. Minimoth. Do I have a... I do, actually. Oh, it's gone. Oh, there it is. I hit the wrong button. I'm ending stream. Stream's done. Sorry, guys. I'm ending stream. I'm done. No more. Okay, I'm joking. I'm gifting and gaffing. That's so tragic. Why is my brain not working? I'm so mad about that. Boop. God forbid I get my shit together. Apparently those are gonna go into Lucian's patio. I'll have to figure that out at some point. The later me problem. Oh yeah, that's where I came from. I forget about that sometimes. What's the other thing you guys haven't seen on stream yet? Yeah, we laid a little bit of a trap. It doesn't exist now, but I don't know, seriously, to take that. Kind of prefer to set my own limits, but I don't know. Not very productive. There we go. I'm lagging a little bit. Sorry, folks. I worked on this. Look at this. Meds. That's what I do. I do medication. That's full. That's full. That's full. And then we got the med station down here. Everything I need for meds are all in there. More materials. I have all the flowers I need. There were saplings in there. I had to use them. Security stuff if I need it. Checklist for me to go through everything. More bandages, more syrup. I have just about everything I need to make sure I can keep making medicine. There's a bed there if I need it. Wait, let's see. It should be good for today. Nobody's got syringes, huh? That's not new. That's not new. That's not new. That's not new. Wait, is it? No. Nope. Hi, Timber. Welcome in. Great to see you. It's been a while on my end. I've missed you guys. Oink, 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 oink. I have no plans today. I am simply chilling out. I had tea with the Reverend last night. That was the thing. It wasn't that eventful. Back on the sugar cane.
Always.
Always on the grind.
Always on the glass grind.
Never enough glass.
Never enough glass.
Oink, oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, oink, oink. Oh my god, my other monitor just turned off. Why would it do that?
Oh.
Okay, we're good. Never mind. I overreacted. Sorry, I didn't know everything would be okay. Boink, boink. Eat.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go get away.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey McJudge. Oh, fuck that stuff upstairs. Fuck what? Not what? Fuck what? You fuck? What fuck?
Oh. Oh.
Huh? Warren has been a little bit. Hey, Gata. Do you have the time and energy to have a small convo?
Yeah. I will mainly just be, I mean, if you can walk and talk.
Yeah, I can walk and talk. I just want to make sure. Hi, Robin. I just want to talk about...
Is this like a private conversation or?
I don't think so. Not inherently, at least. I just kind of want to talk about yesterday, because I felt a little bad. Xavier said you felt bad, thinking that we didn't want to be there. I can't speak for Melody, but I was totally fine being there. I'm sorry if it seemed like I wasn't. I'm a little curious why it seemed like I wasn't.
I thought you were very spacey, and a lot of the times when people are spacey, they are not having a good time with something. And so I didn't want to force people to be there for my own comfortability.
No, I was fine. I was just listening. I just didn't have anything of substance to say, so I kinda sat there. Not to mention that's a whole reverend.
I don't like forcing people to be anywhere they don't want to be, or they don't feel the need to be. Just because it feels counterproductive. If like you don't want to be there. Not like you have to follow the everything over there. It's just like, you know, it feels counterproductive to take someone out into the halls when they very much might not want to be in a specific spot. And I was trying to be very mindful, very demure about it.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I actually had quite a fun time. It was fun learning about that, because I may not subscribe to all of the religion stuff going on up there, but it doesn't change that it's learning the functions and systems of how this place works, so I was actually quite enjoying my time. I just didn't want to speak out of turn.
Which is fair. And if that's how you decided to enjoy it, that's how you decided to enjoy it.
The looking away is just like, in my world, It's considered a high form of respect for those of religious leadership to not make eye
Mm-hmm.
contact.
Oh,
So I'm not
I did
supposed
not know
to.
that.
So that's all that was. I wasn't spacing
Mm-hmm.
out. I was very still, like, locked in and listening. I just
Mm-hmm.
couldn't look up.
I guess that's not a thing in my world. Um, why? Okay. There.
Mm.
Eye contact is a very important thing to me personally. I guess it like shows me that people pay attention to the things I say, and so it. I guess I never looked at it that way.
I mean, I can make eye contact with you, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
for a whole reverend, one of the highest, like,
Mm-hmm.
positions
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mm-hmm.
reach in a religious setting, you know?
No, I meant like in general,
Oh,
people
okay.
making eye contact with me. Like I make eye contact with everybody because it's um I used to get people used to be upset that I didn't make eye contact with them.
Mm-hmm.
Um and so I guess
Hi,
I've
Cheaty.
learned how the fuck do you make a lantern? Ah,
Torch in the middle of a
the
bunch of,
no land the sea lantern.
oh, sealant. Well,
I got it.
I'm like, I don't
Pulled
know,
it up.
actually. That one I don't have memorized.
I made two sea lanterns.
Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. And I mean, considering it's not my religion, maybe that's not a
Mm-hmm.
practice he follows either.
I don't know. I mean, it could be just nice to ask. He seems very laid back when even when it, not when it comes to his like job as a reverend, but
Mm-hmm.
like more over like how fix your trade, bitch. Um, how he presents himself. He seems very courteous and polite.
Yeah, that's the impression I got. I guess it's something I can just ask next time.
Mm-hmm.
I was just functioning off instinct, and I mean, I was mostly there to be company, so there was no reason for me to speak up. And I didn't mind. Again, I really didn't. So
All right.
I'm still worried about you, though. It was a little obvious that you were crying before we went up there.
Um, I did a confessional and was trying. I cried a lot and was trying to kind of grasp feelings that I had yet to express to like verbally out to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not very hard for me to express my feelings in what different ways, but expressing myself verbally with other people is very difficult. Like a lot of the time.
That's fair. It's never an easy task.
Um, Typically when I share things about myself or about the life I've lived, um, people are very unhappy with those circumstances and they get very uncomfortable around me, even though it's just my life. It's just what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's just who I am. Um, Not a lot of things I can control.
Mm-mm. I mean, if you hadn't gone through whatever you've gone through, you wouldn't be here now. You wouldn't have met these people.
Mm-hmm.
Tad of a overreaction on their part, maybe.
I mean, it's not even the things that have just happened here. It's everything. I'm kind of a Debbie Downer when it comes to sharing things about my life. I did not live a nice life.
Well, it's hard to bring me down, so if you ever want to talk about it.
Uh,
I do tell you this honestly, I'm literally incapable of feeling multiple things, so trust me, I don't
I
think you can bring me down.
I actively avoid. I I guess I like actively. Fix your fucking jinx. Thank God. Okay. Um, I
A little bit,
try
but it's alright.
to avoid um being pushy about that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because a lot of the time people are emotionally unavailable and unwilling, or not really unwilling, but more not in the right headspace to hear about what's going on. Which is fine. It's okay. I have a lot of big feelings about things, and a lot of the times people can't really understand or properly um I guess I guess people can't really hold those feelings with me because it stresses them out, and a lot of the times I tell people things and it just immediately stresses them out, and it can be simple things about myself, and it's just not good. It's upsetting. The things I say and some of the things I do are just upsetting.
Yeah, I mean, people are all full of their own emotions and then trying to take on others when they can't. They can insist up and down that they're capable of it, but
A lot
not
of the
everybody
times they
is.
are not.
Granted, though, I do think you've met your perfect match, somebody incapable of feeling things. It's you
Um,
can't overwhelm me, so I don't know. I'm willing. I like your presence, so I'd like for you to have a space to be able to talk about those things, especially after shaking your hand. I can tell there's a lot going on out there.
I
Mm.
try to process a lot of I try to I try to process a lot of the things I feel, and all that fun jazz. Um, but a lot of, like I said, a lot of people here are can't. It's not that I don't believe that they can help me. It's I don't want to put that on them, and that kind of sounds like I'm this. It's the whole cycle of bah. Um,
Sounds like it.
we can go up to my shroom real quick.
Okay. Awesome.
Why did I get 3 from that? Oh, it's because there already one in
I don't mean to push if you're uncomfortable, but it is just coming from a genuine place that I can handle it. Everybody deserves to have an outlet of some point.
Um, Unfortunately, a lot of the time that I try to express myself or share things about myself, people are very upsetted or upset by the things I say. And I'm very honest about the things that have happened to me. I'm very aware of the fact that it happened. It's just people don't typically like to hear about those things because the world we're in, the setting we're in, is already very complicated. Um, I don't like possibly losing people's trust over them finding me scary. So I have simply put away some things I want. And that's okay for the greater good.
Well, I'm telling you honestly, it's gonna take a lot to scare me. If it makes you feel better, if you want to try telling me one thing, I can tell you something about myself. Would that feel more fair to you?
Um,
Or I can just listen. I'm more than happy to just listen.
I people as much as they think they care about me or they say they trust me, they don't. I told people about myself and the kind of species I am, and they flinched away.
Really?
I feel like a freak. I feel gross and invasive and like a freak. And I have debated on giving up and going back to being a human, regardless if I want to do that or not.
Well, that's just wrong.
It's not.
It is.
It's
Everybody else
upsetting,
gets
but
to be
it's not wrong.
themselves, but you're not allowed to? Just because it causes them discomfort?
Kind of what I have gotten used to, and it's not bad. It's not. I sound like a fucking martyr complex right over here, but like it's not. It's not out of, oh gosh, I want these people to like me. I mean, yes, there is some of those feelings there, but it's selfish to continue to do things that make people upset.
No, it's not.
I have been selfish. I have made many many selfish actions as of late, and I need to amend them.
Being the person or the what are you? I don't want to
I'm
call
a
you a thing. That's disrespectful.
I'm a dream spirit.
Dream spirit. I've never heard of that.
I I walk through
Hi, Lunar.
people's dreams, and I mostly existed in people's dreams um to help them process the emotions of their subconscious. Dreams are made up of thoughts and feelings of the subconscious, and to process those feelings, we sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I help them fight off nightmares. I help them reconnect with parts of themselves that they need to connect with. I give them messages that comfort them.
Sounds like that can be a little exhausting, but
I mean, it was
overall
just my
positive.
job. It was just my job originally, yeah. That is what I was. I was a therapist. Um it was very rewarding. It's what I was made to do. I guess it's something I felt the inherent need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I guess of the not because of the species I am, it's my mentality of how I work. I enjoy helping people.
Do you fear not being able to help the people around you?
I do not fear not being able to help the people around me. I fear I use this phrasing a lot. I fear somebody dying alone, which has already happened. But I want to prevent that from happening again. I don't believe anybody should die alone.
I think I was asking
I
more for the thing you want to do with what you are to help people work
um
through things. Do you like
I do like helping people. I do enjoy helping people. Um though I understand I am not always the person who can help people. I'm very, I guess you would say, innately gifted with the ability to do so, but it is not always in someone's best interest that I do it like this.
I can understand that.
Sometimes self-discovery is the best way to grow.
Mm-hmm. I I guess I'm failing to see how what you do, especially with your intentions of helping, make people off put by what you are. That doesn't make sense to me.
Um, a big problem here is that even when I was human, similar to some other. One moment.
Okay.
All right. Um, when somebody has a very high guard, when they very much do not want people to see into the inner mechanisms of their mind, having somebody like me who can innately see those things is terrifying.
I
I
guess.
I I walk into the subconscious. I can view your greatest fears and your biggest hopes, and to other people that is terrifying. That is opening wounds and secrets of people who may not want that. I said that sometimes people do subconsciously give me permission to walk into their mind. I hear the nightmares and the constant raging in people's heads as I sleep. But I don't look as I try to. I try to not invade.
You
It's
mean
terrifying
what
though with the
thing?
possibility of it.
you having the choice whether or not to go in still, I'm still confused. Is it just the irrational fear that you might? Is
Mm-hmm.
this a lack of trust in you and your ability to have self control? Because that sounds like a them problem.
People trust me to an extent
About this?
about everything.
Mm.
I am very good at picking apart people's brains, and I am very good at helping them. But people are too worried that if I am there to help them, I will also be their greatest enemy. People don't believe I say who I am.
That seems
Um,
irrational.
yes. A good phrase to put to it is I'm too good to be true, but I'm also
I
never good
hydrated,
enough.
by the way, thank you. Mm, that's a hard one.
It is. But I devoted myself to heal. The cycle and heal halls up on the second floor. Um, I am a prophet of heal, which allowed me to regain my dream spirit status. I could be a dream spirit in the halls without it having contradictions. Because I had a level of, I guess, like a power source to be that. Um, without heal, I couldn't be the person I feel comfortable being. I would have been human. The doctors, they when I was kidnapped to work at this facility, I was turned human. Obviously against my will. Felt wrong. It still felt wrong. But the cycle and heal halls made me feel like home. Like it was a home I missed, but also a home I had never had. And so I would go up there and I would pray. I would learn about the teaching. I would be able to feel more like myself. But people don't like being up there. They don't like me being up there. When I got thrown in here in the halls with after they had after they had decided they didn't need me anymore, they threw me in the halls along with my office. And it's on the first floor here. It's on the floor we live on. Though a lot of people felt and still feel very uncomfortable being there.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped going there. It was my safe space when I was working for for this facility. And unfortunately, that could no longer be because people people don't like that part of me. They know logically I didn't have a choice. They still don't like it though. And so I tried to find a new place to feel comfortable. I built my home, but it's a community home. I thought, yes, I would rather have people come in and out of my doors for things they need, and I would like to have a space for that. I failed to realize that it meant I didn't get a space for myself. So when I found the cycle and heal halls and I felt an innate connection, fake or not, I held tight to it. I became a devotee of heal. I became then a prophet of heal, and I regained my spirit like state. And once again, people are uncomfortable. I've, unfortunately, regardless of the thing I know, I feel still that no matter who I could become because of feeling safer, people don't want me to feel safe. I ran away and got killed, and people blame me for it. And I will most likely do the same again.
You say you don't want to change yourself for others. Maybe it's not about them liking you, but maybe it's survival.
It is. I said I don't like it, but
If
when
all you're doing
people.
is surviving, then what's the point? Every other sentence you've said is about other people and their feelings and their problems. You don't make much space for your own, do you?
I don't try to think quite a lot about the feelings I have. I'm very outspoken about my opinions, but my feelings about things I don't typically I don't feel inclined to share those.
Is it guilt? Do you feel guilty for feeling things when other people
I
have so
feel
many other
unsafe.
problems? That's even worse.
I don't feel trust and sharing my opinions are one thing. I
Mm-hmm.
can trust somebody will do this one thing. I can trust somebody would be there. I don't trust people with my feelings. People who I unfortunately am very aware of the kind of people I hang around with.
You think they'll
I am
change
not.
behavior or get themselves killed just because of a feeling?
There are reactionary people who
Mm-hmm.
would, but those aren't the kind of people I hang out with. I hang out with the kind of people who study those feelings and like to empower those feelings sometimes.
You don't want to feel like an experiment.
I don't.
I know that feeling. It's never a feeling you actually get away from. It will always be there, and I wish I could give you advice on how to get rid of it, but I don't have any. but I can tell you that the least you can do is live for yourself instead of trying to survive for yourself. Continuing to just survive, it just, you sound miserable.
Someone's outside. Do you need to come inside?
I was just getting glass.
It's
That was all
alright.
I was doing. I wasn't listening. I simply was grabbing glass.
It's okay, grab your glass.
I already grabbed it. I was not paying attention. I promise.
It's okay.
I've noticed a lot of you guys exist like that.
What?
Just surviving. Every time I've had a conversation with somebody, all I can hear about is the people I care about, the other people, them. It's never. None of you know how to put yourselves first. Your needs first, your wants first. It's not a bad thing to have needs and wants and to put them before other people.
I take the time I need for myself.
But at what cost?
The cost of leaving others and the possibility they won't have somebody to look toward. I'm not a leader by any means. I don't want to be a leader by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But people do look to me for opinions because I'm full of them.
It's not a bad thing. I'm sure it's exhausting, but that doesn't change that you shouldn't change your quality of life to make other people more comfortable.
I enjoy the things I have. I'm very stern about the things I do have and I can have. But this is a community. And in communities and in general in society, sometimes we have to make compromises.
This isn't a compromise when it's you, when it's who you are and your identity. That's not a compromise, that's a sacrifice.
Well, then I guess I can be myself when I'm dead.
That sounds like a miserable life.
It's the life I've lived up to this point.
Is it the life you want?
Typically not a choice where I not typically a choice that I live the life I want.
It can
So
be.
I live a life I'm happy with.
Living happily is a choice.
And that's a choice I make. I have a brother, I have friends, I have tons of hobbies I enjoy. I help around, I help people. I'm stay out of trouble most of the time.
Yet you want to
Frankly,
give up what you are just to make these people happy.
it's a compromise.
It's not a compromise. Maybe saying that makes you feel better about the decision, but it's a sacrifice nonetheless.
It
And I think
does.
you need to say it out loud.
If I back down from the way I think, that typically puts me in a not so great position.
What does it mean to give up this part of you? What does it mean to you?
It means I go back to being human. It means I give up my devotion. I give up my safe space. I give up some of my hobbies.
You don't think that's something worth reconsidering? That everything you have, everything that brings you joy, you are giving up just to make others happy?
A lot of the time, the things I want, I can't have.
Just because you're used to it doesn't make it right.
The reason why I ask a lot for a lot is because I don't typically get a lot.
That reflects more on the people around you than it does you.
Unfortunately, some would say I'm naive because of the way I hold myself. Some people have called me selfish for the things I do, for the things I want.
Do they know you intend to give up this part of yourself?
It's not something they need to know. Frankly, I don't trust them with it.
I think you need to reconsider those relationships then. If you cannot be open and honest with them, there is a problem. And it's not you.
There are problems, yes. There are flaws they have. I'm very aware. But they are what I have.
I could put it to you another way. I don't intend to upset you with this. But do you think it's very fair to expect a reaction and not give them the chance to prove you wrong? They could react the way you expect, or they can take you by surprise.
Having having the ability to give them the chance means I trust them when I fall.
And you don't.
And I don't.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
My trust is not very easily gained. My love is. I love nearly everyone in the safe zone. I love them very much. Though it's very hard to have me trust somebody.
You get burned enough times, you start to be cautious. I understand. And from the sounds of it, they haven't given you much of a reason to trust them.
Mm-hmm.
I simply offer my perspective. In the end, your decisions are yours. But I don't think it's fair to you or to them to just take this part away from you.
I made a selfish act by interacting with an entity.
A lot of people do that here. Even those who preach that you shouldn't do it all the time.
I have to face my consequences one way or another.
that doesn't mean giving up part of yourself.
Yes, but it's dangerous to everybody else to continue to invite in things that very well could hurt people.
How does being yourself do that?
Entities are difficult. They kind of, they're parasitic almost. Or a lot of the ones we've seen are parasitic. They comfort you. They make you feel whole again. They bring you a sense of self, but it's always under a cost. And I think I've been well overdue for some karma.
Why do you think you deserve to be punished so much? There are plenty of people who do all kinds of shit and don't have any punishment. And I've been face to face with them when they have done these things.
Because unlike many people here, not that I don't believe they can not feel this thing, but it's rather they don't typically think of it. I overly probably think of it about it.
Is this entity attached to you, or is it a past action?
It's now attached to me. I only call on it when I want to. They can't enter a conversation without me accepting that they, like, outwardly accepting that they do.
What is it?
Though, as many precautions as I put up, it's
Why did my fucking mic not pick that up? What is it?
Remorse.
An entity called remorse. Is it?
No. The entity is called Heal. It's Cycle and Heal. They are god. I thought you were asking the thing that. Yeah. Okay. Remorse is something people don't typically feel here. That's the thing I was trying to get to, but then I got sidetracked. It's their name is Heal. They obviously her name, their entire thing is about healing. It's about ending self-destructive behaviors and allowing in um, healing. Obviously, healing from something you've gone through or somebody you used to be.
Is not taking away part of yourself self-destructive? Yeah.
It is. Sorry, I need chip.
You're good. I see how this then would get rid of that. I've only heard people speak lightly and kindly of those things upstairs. I can't see why this is an active problem.
I
If you're taking this long to respond, then maybe there's not a problem.
Because I follow heal, I'm able to be a spirit. Because I'm a spirit, I can see into people's dreams. And because I can see into people's dreams, they feel violated.
But you decide not to.
And I could tell them that 1,000,000 times.
If they do not trust you, that is their problem. You are not responsible for other people's comfort. Nor have you ever been. This is a problem I've heard over and over again. People thinking they're responsible for keeping the peace or keeping others comfortable and safe. That's not up to you. Regardless of what you do, people are going to feel unsafe because they are inherently incapable of trust. You taking away this part of you won't change how little or how much they do or don't trust you. People are selfish.
I can't.
Can't.
I will take what you said into consideration. I will try to think on the words and think on my relationships.
I just think you deserve as much of a chance as you give other people. But in the long run, I have a lot of respect for you. It's not easy to make the decision you are trying to make right now. I simply wanted to offer my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I don't intend to make your decision for you or influence you.
Mm-hmm. I do appreciate your outlook though.
You're just talking to somebody who's incapable of kind of caring how others feel, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm a little
unfortunately,
apathetic.
you're talking to the person who probably overly cares how people think.
Why I offered my own. I have a hard time understanding what people are feeling because I cannot feel it most of the time. But when
I have a hard time understanding how people feel because I'm autistic.
That might be it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me stare at this wall while I think about that one. Anyways. I don't think it's it. Anyways. But when I do
Wait, what?
When I do hold or happen to come in physical contact, that man is asleep on my roof. Sorry. Anyway.
He is, in fact.
When I can be in contact with people, I can feel what they feel. And that's the only times I'm able to feel anything. So if you ever need somebody to lean on or somebody to know exactly what you're feeling, you are more than welcome to walk up and ask. If you just want somebody to bear an inch of what you feel, I am more than happy to do that for you. The things you intend to sacrifice, the things you are trying to do for everybody else, it's not easy. I just messaged myself. I'm a
I know,
fucking
I saw
idiot.
that.
No,
I
you
watched
don't.
that
No,
happen.
you didn't.
I watched. Somebody clip that shit.
Shut up. I hate you. You're so mean to me. Never mind. I hate you. Oh, sad face. The things you have to deal with and the things you are giving up. I don't think I would be brave enough to do that myself. I have an incredible amount of respect for you, and I've known you for a very short time.
I do my best.
I can see. I see your effort. I see your sacrifice.
People don't need to.
People may not need to, but sometimes it's nice when somebody does see it for once.
It's I don't do things for people to give me a pat on the back, but it is nice when it happens. Thank God.
What just happened?
Dave clipped it.
God fucking... I fucking muted. God fucking damn it. I hate all of you. All of you can die. Please. No. Oh.
I just
Fuck,
texted
you're
myself,
gonna
yeah,
fuck-
you did. I watched that happen.
You know what? Blow up, Dave. I don't know.
Mm.
Mods, get this guy.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright, Slash, go.
No. Mercy. Yeah, you're more than welcome to walk up and hold my hand if you ever need it, but I might jump. It's just a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't often give people that permission, so I'm not gonna be used to it for a hot second, but I don't mind if it's you.
Okay.
You just gotta be prepared for me to jump until I get used to it.
Oh, whoop, jump scare.
Exactly. This was nice. I'm glad I was able to pull you aside and have a talk. I really did feel bad after yesterday. I didn't want you to feel guilty about what happened.
I feel guilty all the time.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hey man, I can feel that. Ignore me.
Well, now you can.
Ignore me for getting there holding hands for a second. No shit, I could feel that.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
Man in my background. Camry! Oh.
Ew.
He likes to play WWE with them sometimes. Hey, babe, can you give me water? And stop playing WWE with our cats.
Like, challenge me.
Okay. One day I'll get that water.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Bien.
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna freak out. I'm just gonna be too big to come down your stairs for a second. Hold on. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's all those
Yeah.
muscles.
There you go. It's all the muscles.
Exactly.
What the fuck? There's a man controlling my muscles.
That's also my excuse when I beat somebody up.
What?
Awesome.
Anyways. I have finally been hydrated after 24 hours.
Thank you. I was so dehydrated.
You could have went to the store.
Shut up. No, I couldn't have.
Like, I don't know where we're going.
To the kitchen.
We all done with
Wait,
the
do I
emotional
have-
stuff, shaking it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Oh, I ran into a lamppost. I
Ew.
deserve that.
That's unfortunate.
What is this? I saw this yesterday. I don't...
I don't know, but
Were we measuring
Get the
dick
opponent.
sizes?
oh.
Sorry. That's just... Wow, inside thought.
Oh, I wanted to ask Melody if I could have another book. Melody! Hold on, I'm just gonna shout really loud. Melody!
Damn.
May I have a book?
I'm being yelled at by Xavier. Apparently, Xavier heard me talk about comparing jig sizes. Why is it?
Oh. It's okay, buddy.
If you have a book, I
Got
can
big
go
ass.
grab it.
What?
If you have a book,
Dude, if you're throwing up books, I think we need to talk. I think there's something wrong. This is supposed to. Oh, you right?
It's the whole spirit. It's because I'm an empath.
You drive me
you
crazy.
being an empath is why you throw up books. I think you need to get checked out.
Oh,
Nah, I'm
God.
good, man.
I don't think empaths should be throwing up books. I don't think that sounds like it's part of the job.
Maybe not.
Let me go get you the book.
Working on
Oh, there's the man with the big ass ears over there. I shouldn't say that to him.
What?
I shouldn't say that out loud.
Freak.
Bro, fucking undeafened just to call me a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm being fucking abused. Where? What hat do I want to wear today? Which one did I?
I'm a man with 2.5 stacks of leather.
Awesome. that's
I'm a
great.
man with potential. Hi.
Flower crown or bow? What do you think?
What? Flower crown. I think it'd really match your hair. You need a cutie pie outfit, but I know you're not a cutie pie kind of guy. Oh my god.
Boink.
Oh my god.
I mean, I've never.
Wait, you can keep the books.
Oh. Okay. Extra book then.
Oh, they're falling.
Butterfly in the sky.
I get back to this time.
Yeah?
Anvil upgrade. Okay, that's not too terrible actually.
Alright, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna sit down.
Okay.
Okay.
Butterfly in the sky.
Glad I got that one stuck.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's only 3, so 3. Perfect. I'm making anvils. Don't mind me.
Okay.
I need 2
I don't know
anvils.
where Xavier just ran off to. Amazing.
Somewhere that way. God forbid if I actually know where though. Need chest. I'm a man with 2 anvils and a fucking dream, I suppose. Four. I don't do it anymore. Dude, it's always when I'm actually streaming that the people above me decide to be loud. Because every other time I've been on Warren, I can at least like mute because I'm not fucking streaming. But I do. Oh my god! I just have a random piece of leather. Awesome. I just need 4 string. Fucking cabs. I don't know if the pounding is getting picked up, but it's fucking loud. These people are fucking loud for no fucking reason. And it's only when I need them to be quiet. Makes me feel violent. Okay, I actually just need to go harass the sheep. Oh, give that. Because I should only need a singular piece of wool.
Gotta go.
Yoink. Yoink.
You want to see my boots?
Yeah, I do.
Look at them, they're so sparkly.
God damn. Nice. Boots.
I know. Boots with the fur, with the fur. The poker looking at her. I have shit to sort.
God damn it.
What?
Nothing. I'm just trying to be lazy, and it's not letting me.
Wow. I can't believe this. You trying to be lazy? Whoa.
I know. Woe is me. Okay, now I have an anvil
Woe
upgrade.
is you.
My life is over. Everything sucks.
So Jover. I need something. I can't remember what.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that.
All for you.
Butterfly in the sky.
Glad I got that stock. Awesome. No regrets. I'm not gonna regret this one later. Oh,
And
Jesus.
nothing can go wrong. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was such a visceral reaction. You right there, bud?
I'm alright.
I'm gonna go farm for a little bit. I'll see you around.
Can you get me some sugarcane?
Absolutely, I can.
I need to make books.
Yeah. Anyways, hi chat. How you guys doing? I saw a comment about like how Apollo's kind of just become the resident therapist, and you know that's whatever, man. It just means he gets to hear everything. It just means everybody trusts him with all of the important things. That's easy. Didn't even have to like beg for that. I'm just chilling, man. I'm pretty guilty about like struggling to focus the whole time unless I'm fidgeting. I did pretty good that time though. I did get almost all of everything that was being said without zoning out. So I'm taking that win. Because that's occasionally something really hard for me. But that's why I have VOD, so I can rewatch it and like I know I processed all of it for sure. Because unfortunately, I just don't process everything the moment of. But that's okay. I did it again though, because like Reed was a character that was super observant. Not that I wasn't observant, but I think it was more the educated part. Not to say I'm not educated either, but I'm trying to think of how to word this without making me seem more dumb than I am. Reed was not played to the character he is. I did not play him well, considering everything. The personality that was shown often with Reed was not the one I intended to have. That was just not what you guys were supposed to see of him. Very different character than what I had played. I cannot tell what's on and what's off. But I also don't want to accidentally leave it on. I don't have particles. I'm gonna leave it down and kind of assume that's the off. If anybody is watching that knows better, please. I don't want to lag out the server with this thing. I just genuinely don't know what was actually off and what's actually on. Yum.
The model specifically instead of because we have access to doing the entity scaling. We don't have access to doing height and width itself.
Oh.
Yes.
Hi, Apollo.
Elbows itchy. Hey, my knife. Okay. Get back to my normal farming. All the sugarcane grows. Because everybody needs sugarcane. Everybody's greedy. Everybody's crazy. Ooh, I just got a terrible idea. I'll have to work on that. It's a CPM thing. You guys will get to see it next stream. That's it comes from Vin's skin. Xavier has a little like tier toggle, which is just a colored block. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's just a colored black. You can correct me, but it looks like just a colored block, but it gave me an idea. Because there's actually a lot of things you can do with the colored blocks. And I just had a little nefarious idea that I think would be really funny. But I'm gonna add it on my skin as a toggle. And it's not the teary-eyed thing, don't worry. I'm gonna leave that to Van. I'm gonna leave that level of gaslighting to Van, but I might actually give him sharp ears. As you can see, like in his little doodle at the top, he has little sharp ears. But I was too lazy to like model those. I might try to. 50-50 that I'll try to. It can be a lot of effort to add things onto this model. I'm using a scaling system that Dave uses. Why are you like this? And as like nice as the scaling system can be sometimes, it's really frustrating to make additions with this scaling system. So occasionally, wow, that's cold air out my window. Hold on, I may need to grab a hoodie real quick. I don't want to close it because then that's just waste. Where's the garlic? Oh, garlic's downstairs, isn't it? Yoink. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna have to grab a fucking hoodie. I love that fucking noise. Oh, this song's great. I need to get one of those tracks. Lizzie, what? Who wants a polished playlist to be live? Well, technically it is. If you're in my Discord. I don't think I updated that command though. I might have. But if you're in my Discord, you can have access to all of my character playlists. Maybe I should make the public docs public as well. Okay, I have my hoodie now. Real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to put things together before I like lock in a little bit more. Let me turn. Let me turn that on. Go. Ow. Man. Okay, we're good. Anyways. Okay, so there is that one. Wow, those. Yep, I'm gonna move on actually. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Everybody's gathered at the door. Mad lads, that's what they are. Today is actually a day full of whimsy and possibly serious conversations. I don't know. I could just have silly hours, but if somebody walks up to me with a serious conversation, consider me intrigued. What the fuck did— oh, my door closed because the wind blew. Never mind. I overreacted. My bad. I am feeling a little silly and a little whimsical. Tis is the life of awareness and people are. I am a fool to think that the whimsy will last long. I'm sure something will happen. Oh, I love this. Sorry, I keep forgetting that this is on Apollo's playlist. I love it. In your teeth, when you sleep. Yuki. I did see there was some mushrooms up there. I wonder if we can cultivate those and grow more. Has anybody tried that yet? I know they can be cooked. Question mark, actually. I'll look. Tomorrow day, back to you. I've had a few. Oh. There goes Caldera. Kaboom. I'm kidding. Caldera probably just had to go. I mean, Pink probably just had to go. One of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is that every Thanksgiving, my family would make like cranberry juice and Sprite and a big old thing. Dude, cranberry juice and Sprite, so fucking good. Where were they? Yeah, here they are. Things you say tomorrow day. Oh, that's not edible. You've had a few. That's edible. Theoretically could be grown. I don't know how any of the mushroom quest mod works, honestly though. Back to you. In your when I've had a few. I don't really need that door to stay there anymore. Yeah, until Lucian tells me otherwise, we'll keep that regulation the same. Want to make sure he heals as quickly as finally as possible. For myself when I come home. Best to keep up with all this. Never know when there's an accident. Tons of food. I know Mal does mass cooking, and I don't want to get in the way of that, but I do think maybe prioritizing a little bit on making high protein meals so that we have those on standby would be really good. Putting them in the infirmary in particular is what I'm thinking. Filling up those double chests up there with like high protein meals. Maybe. Perhaps it is a good idea. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. I always forget that kiwis come out of the ground. Crazy shit. Does that... Are there like... Is it like... Wait. This is Autumn. This is Autumn talking. Hold on. Is it like kiwi bushes? I kind of want to look this up right now. Hold on. Hold on, chat. I'm being an academic for a minute. I'm the only one live. I don't know. I have everybody's Twitches up. Kiwi bush. Kiwi vines. Okay, so they are like... No, these are still like whole trees. What is this mod doing? I guess it's more like vines. Like you can have them wrap around the lattice shit. And they grow like vines do, like overgrow. Okay. I thought maybe they came up from the ground like potatoes, and I was about to say, wouldn't that make kiwi a vegetable and not a fruit? I'm thinking too hard on this. I'm tired. We learned something today. Anybody watching the VOD, don't worry about that. Everything's fine. That was just Autumn being genuinely curious about how fucking kiwis work. I don't even eat kiwis, dude. What if I... Excuse me. Apologies. I didn't mean neon. Oh my god. Let me talk about this real quick. I don't know how many people are active in chat, but hi. How many people grew up with like yawning being something rude to do out loud? Because I always say excuse me when I yawn, because I was taught that that was proper. And then, like, more than half of my life, I have never seen anybody else do it, not me. Really? Like, I've been taught and raised that if you yawn and you don't cover your mouth and you don't say excuse me, it's the equivalent of, like, burping really loud in a really quiet space. And, you know, you're disrespectful and shit and whatnot. And I've always been very curious. Jesus fucking Christ. What is happening here? Yeah, moving some of that over to the infirmary would be good, I think. Wait, those are needed. I get myself all fucked up. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, I think I have a game to propose for Xavier. I think it would be a lot of fun. I've actually thought really hard on this one too. I thought it was funny in my head. Cause I think it's funny out of character too. A game of when I was younger is essentially what I've been referring to it as in my head. Essentially we spin a wheel, and on that wheel there is stuff like parental beliefs, there's stuff like real world animal beliefs. Like, growing up, your parents tell you things that just are blatantly not true. And when you get older, you find out that those things aren't true. So, but that also speaks a lot to trauma, and that's why I think it's funny out of character. But I think it'd be fucking hilarious to have a good group of people play this game where they spin this wheel, and everybody goes around and said, like, if, for example, if it landed on parental, it's like, when I was younger, I believed this because my parents told me, or, I believe this about my parents, that kind of thing. Because that could say a lot about a person. And it's just the funniest shit, and I want to get a group together to play it at some point. Because that can only go well here. So, the next time I have the chance, I will propose the game. But I think that could only go well. Therefore, it's an amazing idea. I don't see it going wrong. Not once, not ever. That's not a thing that could happen. You can't convince me otherwise. That, or we bring Chicken Attorney back. I miss Chicken Attorney already. He buzzes halfway. Awesome. I love my subtitles. Caldera is off. That's not all regrunt anyway, so I'll just drop it off at her house later. I do gotta find some people I gotta have conversations. I just want to do a roundabout of the fucking farm, like I always do. I always do a roundabout. Alrighty. Last I heard, Mal is almost done with the peppers anyways. I'm not gonna do the fruits this time though. I don't want to go swinging tree from tree like Tarzan. It doesn't sound like fun. Brainwaves. It's not that I was being a coward, but I feel like it was a little stereotypical to put Brainwaves on Minecraft SMP playlist, so I put it off for a little bit, but officially there are Brainwave songs on the Apollo playlist. I've stopped worrying about being in the stereotype.
I think my little area is underneath. I'm not entirely sure.
Hey, Apollo.
What's
Hi.
up? What are we talking about?
Hello.
Oh,
Things underneath.
Oh,
Yum.
oh.
Buddy,
if
I
you're
think
saying
you're
anything,
muted.
we cannot hear you.
Oh, I want to die. Yum.
Hey, Apollo.
Hi.
Hi. I probably look like a little bit like crap. I've been sick for like a couple days.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Birthday?
it happens. It's the temperature change
Hi,
and
Apollo.
everything. I get sick
Hi.
very easily.
Let me go try
I
that
like
again.
your sauerkraut.
I'm back. Anyways.
Attempt number 2.
Holy shit. Hi, what's up? This is our first time seeing each other for today.
Sick.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Anyways, what were you guys talking about? I heard something about your space. Are people getting into your space?
No, we're thinking about the missing and such. We're trying to think of maybe putting a new area for specifically.
I don't know how deep that your space is, but it wouldn't be too deep. It would probably be the same depth as this room, maybe shorter because we don't have a lot of people.
Let me go down into the room because I think it's underneath us. Because there's two, because I have 2 separate rooms. I have one that goes down from that room and into, like, I'm pretty sure it's down close to here. So let me check real quick.
Could also put it up.
Hmm?
Isn't there space up?
There's space up, but I'd have to move mappers and code and everything.
I don't think so, because there's that one, like, you go up the flight of stairs once, and there's that whole flat hallway.
You're not wrong. I think we
could make it from like the corner. Like over here maybe. Like we could
it looks like Chris's space is, but I think that's far enough.
Yeah, I think that we can't even hear each other.
I think that's deep enough that I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, you should be good. I'm checking from here.
Whose raccoon is this?
Hey, well, that's
Yeah, I wouldn't go too far, and if I did break into it, I'd go back up.
Do we know whose raccoon this is?
Orion.
Oh.
Okay.
Orion's, yeah.
It's only on the floor to Dr. Chris.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine if you did go down.
Yeah, that's what she just said. I think I may do that at some point. Just because there's a lot of missing people, and if we're gonna keep getting more people, it's better to do some moving around.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
What time is it? Oh, the door's about to close. You were to go in that walk, Chris.
Shit,
Are we gonna make it? Nope, the door closed.
Damn it.
We were close, but not close enough apparently.
Oh, I went out. I went out. Let me out. Let me out.
I believe the giant middle doors say otherwise, unfortunately.
Yeah, the door says otherwise, unfortunately.
If we
This
could
place
overthrow the
hates
door,
me.
then maybe a possibility.
He's the little guy.
This place hates me.
This place hates everybody.
It's like this place is supposed to like us.
This place hates everyone.
Eh?
Just gonna put that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, once it's day, we can go.
Yeah, hold on. I need to look around my room real quick. My mom's asking me things.
Alright.
Valid. I might vanish in a bit as well. Mainly due to the case of, oh, friend just bought a repo. Oh.
No
I totally
worries.
don't have an obsession with the game.
I want to
I'm
make
totally
it
not obsessed with being a little silly robot cylinder. The game, and then I can, and then they want to.
Oh, some bitch. Link.
Sorry, I don't check in
Apollo's
so
also
much.
doing- You're good.
Wink.
No. What are you doing?
He's putting his emergency walkie-talkie.
Ah.
I tend to just be too lazy to change my thing unless I need to find somebody, so.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just break Mal and Xavier's sign and put it on that?
Because I
one?
didn't want to.
You bit.
Meanie. This is not crash out, Claire. This is not clash out.
I'm gonna break.
I don't even want to try again. I don't even want to try again. Why are you always here? Why am I even texting you? You can fucking hear me. Why are you always here? No, get the fuck out of my head.
No.
What are we laughing about? What are we talking about?
Whatever the fuck you just said.
I didn't say anything. Meow. People just like live out there or some shit.
Hmm.
Oh wait. Like. Okay, that still leaves quite a few down.
I believe
Yeah.
it's counted as
Yours is down.
missing.
Yeah, because we're gonna be
But we're
going
gonna
out.
go out.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Me and Chris are going to head up to that space I showed you.
Oh, I
wanna-
gotcha.
Tag along.
Oh, sure. I'll be down. I like going up there.
I'm changing this. I'm at least being smart.
That's fair. I don't change it very often because it just sometimes my brain just doesn't feel like going over and changing stuff.
Okay, I got it. I'm God. It's me. I put everything. I make sure to put mine. Because if I'm gonna go be dumb, do stupid shit by myself out there, I at least need people to know what floor I'm on. I'd rather have a fighting chance of not dying
Mm-hmm.
than
That's
being
fair.
dumb and going up there without people not knowing at least which floor to look on if I'm dying.
You'd rather be dumb.
I'd rather be dying and knowing people know what floor I'm on than be dying and people not know what floor I'm on.
Yeah. You gotta, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta have some smartness to it.
Intelligence.
Do dumb shit, something. Be smart about doing dumb shit, though.
How fast do these make me? Ah!
Oh.
Oh god! Holy shit, that's insane. That's actually insane.
Now pair that with adrenaline and you go speed.
That's terrifying.
That's how I ran away from the Shadow Wolf, Chris. I got away
That's
from that
nuts.
fucker because I had like 10 adrenaline on me. So I arguably, this is not me having a problem. I genuinely needed to get the fuck away from that damn thing.
I didn't say
No,
it was a problem. It didn't sound like a
Yeah,
problem.
no, that's fair. Especially with that thing.
Yeah, I used like 10 of that and I was flying. I wasn't even running at that point. I was just flying. Flying down the hallway. At the speed of sound.
That'll definitely make it a lot easier on me.
Meow. Ooh.
No!
I went.
Walks like a fish. Walks like a fish.
No!
Gotcha.
Let me in! Oh my god.
I have a philosophy question. Just out of
Okay.
curiosity. Are you inherently scared of what you don't understand?
No, not really.
Depends.
I'll be cautious, but I'm just curious about most things.
How do you go
Mostly
about
because I'm a scientist.
being cautious? Do
I
you
have no
treat
idea
that
what you
thing? How do you go about being cautious? Like, do you treat it less than just because you want to be wary, or?
No, I still treat it like it's a, being and everything, but
Mhm.
I'm more cautious about what I say or do around it.
That's fair. He's sleepy. He's sleepy. He's sleepy.
Besides, you won't really learn sometimes you won't learn things without taking a small bit of risk, and that is one of the things about this place in general.
Again, like I said, it depends.
Creeper.
Whoa! No, I did not mean for that to
I
happen
think
when
it
I
was
said that.
going great for you because it
was.
walked up to me and it did nothing.
Oh, it totally was going straight for me. Who the fuck?
You both good with this path. You don't need
the
to
fuck
take
is
the other
on?
path.
No, I'm fine with
It's Dusty. It's Dusty. Bro's changed his skin.
it.
I've never seen Dusty with that. What the fuck was that?
There's a ghost in the ceiling, you know, when we were dealing with the curse mark?
Oh,
yeah,
is
one
it
of them's
still
in the
there?
ceiling.
Yeah.
There's still one over there?
Uh-huh.
One's in the ceiling.
I see.
But yeah, again, it really depends. Like, if it's
Oh,
an entity, like, for example, yesterday I was freaked out by the judgment bird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did that thing show up again?
I didn't know what it did. We watched it grab its judgment scale and it freaked me out. I thought it was judging us and I thought it was gonna kill us, but
So,
I froze.
As far as I've seen with that bird, if you're, I guess, nice to it, it doesn't really do anything. It just kind of looks at you. It like sat down on the ground because it knew I was freaked out
hold
and
on.
just let me go by.
Look, I gave
We
it that,
items
and it gave
and
me that back.
judged them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually really interesting because the little bird that I met, the little tiny red bird, the bird with the red chest.
Yeah, I met that
gave
bird
me
too.
an enchanted golden apple to heal me when I was really injured.
That's nice.
Yeah, we ran into that one, and then we ran into what I'm assuming is its dad.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
well, I guess
Chicken
that's
Attorney
a
was
good thing.
talking about that the
I guess
pigeon
that's
dude
a
had a
good thing
dad.
if it gave you that.
Oh,
Oh,
I love
what?
Chicken Attorney.
I
I miss Chicken Attorney. I hope all those
The
seeds are feeding
what?
his family well. He didn't lie to you. He wasn't an attorney. He just needed the seeds.
The what?
Chicken Attorney.
I shouldn't be shocked. I really shouldn't be.
Melody killed a chicken. I talked about his attorney showing
Oh, I
up.
didn't even see the creeper.
And so his chicken attorney did in fact show up.
Hold on. Let me grab some more juice out of my bag so I have some extra juice on me. Sorry, I had to get some juice out of my bag.
So Melody killed this chicken. I talked about the chicken attorney showing up. Chicken attorney did in fact show up. Melody accidentally killed Chicken Attorney, and then a second more sinister Chicken Attorney showed up in the hallways. So we sat down and talked to him, and he technically lied about being an attorney. He just needed some seeds for his family. So he shook
The
down
halls never
Melody.
cease.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I had a lag spike for a second
Oh,
there.
you're good.
The halls never cease to have the weirdest things happen sometimes.
I love Chicken Attorney. We had a personal one-on-one.
Yeah, sometimes there's really chill
Really
things
good
that pop up.
heart-to-heart.
Other times, I don't know what the heck to think.
Yeah, I've heard
But yeah,
about
no,
the
that-
microwave.
So, weirdly enough, that bird, that-
the microwave.
weirdly enough, Odie, that, like, weird bird with the scales, first time it showed up was after I was attacked.
The what
It was-
scales?
The bird, the big bird.
Oh my god,
So
my
it
dumbass.
showed
I
up.
was like, what scales? There's no
showed
bird that
up.
had scales.
So it
It's a
showed up
bird.
after Hala had attacked me, actually.
Judgment bird.
Which was really interesting to think about, the fact that a bird like that showed up after an attack.
There was nothing like that happened. Oh, I don't know.
That is.
We were
I don't
just
like that.
walking.
It's
We
alright.
were
I got
just
this.
walking, and then it was stalking behind us, being creepy. You know, I was scared. The last thing that randomly stalked us in the hallway was the shadow wolf, and I didn't know what to expect.
Why? Why is there just a Hershey's kiss on the wall?
I have no idea.
Ask your buddy Pebble.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. It's Pebble.
More random beds. Random beds everywhere.
But yeah, it showed up, freaked me out. But again, back to your philosophy question, because we got sidetracked.
Yeah, just a little.
It truly depends.
It's this way, isn't it?
But why should it
Depends on if
depend?
it's like, because different things, I have different reactions to different things. Like if it's an item that I don't know about, then I approach it with more caution than normal. And I'm like, okay, what is that? What does it do? Same with some of the things out here in the halls.
Okay, let me reword it, I guess. What about people? There are people and you aren't sure what they are, but they may or may not sound or look bad. Are you going to immediately judge it based on appearance alone?
Are they people in the halls?
Maybe.
I judge people based off their actions.
I judge
And
based
things
off
that I've
the
heard about it.
actions. It's actions and also
About
the
them,
vibe. The vibe the person gives off. Every person kind of has, like, you know, a bit of their
I've learned
telltale
to
signs,
trust-
essentially.
I've learned to trust my gut, but I still, despite what my gut tells me, I still like to form an opinion on somebody
Why is there
as
so
I get
much?
to know them. Mal and Orion put all the snow down.
Okay. It slows you down a little bit.
I try my best to take my time to understand people to the best of my ability.
Oh, piranha.
If they happen to start or hear things that aren't so good about them, then yes, it does start to form an opinion, but I still try my best to give them a chance to
At
see
least
if
on
my opinion fits what other people's opinions are.
At least on my end nowadays, I'm trying really hard not to just go based off what people say. I'm trying to go with how I feel about something. Because a lot of times I would just let people determine a lot of my feelings.
You're below. Oopsie. Blink. Oopsie. Blink.
But I'm trying not to do that as much anymore.
Where are you at? There you are.
So how do we do this?
There's an air pocket down there, so you can just go down.
Okay.
The passcode is 928.
It's 928?
Yes, which is horrifying, because that's my subject number backwards. And Dahlia showed me this was just a coincidence. Do you want to come down here before I open this so we just fall together?
Yeah, I gotcha.
There you go.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I know you expressed wanting to go down here and people were keeping the basket from you.
Yeah,
So
I had
I
asked when they
knew-
got it, and they kept saying that it was like...
But why did she get to...
I don't know. I don't know what the
You want to borrow
importance
my
of that number is.
chest plate?
Sure. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Do you still not have one, Chris?
No, I don't.
Do you have any Neptunium?
I think I have... What do I have? I think I have boots.
Piranha fish.
But that's about it. I haven't had a chance to get very much Neptunium.
Put this towards getting a chest plate for yourself.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
I fish all the time.
So this will let me breathe underwater?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can't see anything. That is deep. Really deep.
I mean, if you want to be able to see...
I also have the helmet.
I'm down under the thing.
Then I just gave you enough to make a helmet. It gives you night vision. You can make a helmet real quick.
Here. What'd you say?
You can make a helmet. I gave you enough to make a helmet.
Oh, see.
What will the helmet do?
You can
It
see
gives you
underwater.
night vision. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sometimes it will break as like night vision, but it's not supposed to be night vision. That's not supposed to be what happens.
It's not supposed to be what happens.
It enhances your eyes. It enhances your eyes. Your eyes. Mm-hmm. It gives you fish eyes.
Fish eyes.
It gives you fish eyes so you can see in the water.
I can't see that with my free cam. Put that in a terrible spot.
Wait, that's wild. Oh, there's so many squid down here.
Yeah, we're fishing a little bit.
Squid while I'm down here.
I think they're mostly exploring. I ended up deciding I was gonna fish.
But yeah, I typically try not to form an opinion solely based off of not knowing.
That's fair. I was still muted. That's fair. If I heard min muted by accident one more fucking time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'm gonna laugh at you.
I actually don't think that's fair. I think that's a lie.
I'm human.
You Newman. You're going.
There. Yippee! Enjoy the water life while you got it, I guess.
That's really cool. I've always wanted to be able to do that.
You're not fishing gear.
I just never could.
Awesome.
We didn't have that type of stuff other than like scuba gear and stuff like
A
that.
little voice in my head. I'm just gonna not fish. I'm just gonna sit here instead.
There's some piranhas down there.
Yeah, I should Apollo this because Apollo needed to bone him.
Yeah.
The fish.
Who's easiest to kill him? I don't know if fishing gear is safe. There's a whole bowl out there. Is there a whole bowl out there?
I think she dropped it.
We can't litter in here. What?
I didn't mean to. I went to eat my food and it went flying and I'm like, no, I don't know where it went.
Oh god. Fishing in here might not be as safe, but oh.
Piranha.
You can do this. I believe in you.
I got jump scared by it. No, go away. Go away.
There you go.
I hate piranhas. Oh, I think I saw another one. No, it's just the meat. Okay.
No, it's me. Arrgh.
Ah! No!
Arrgh. I'm a piranha. No, I ain't got that teeth. I ain't got sharp teeth like that.
Where'd you go?
She's just killing the fish. Is there any particular reason why you... I don't know if there's a particular reason why you asked that question?
No.
About the philosophy?
I was just curious.
I get that.
There's just some bone meal rising to the surface. Jesus fucking Christ.
No, it's in my backpack.
Yeah, just call it simple curiosity. I didn't have any actual reason to ask you guys that.
That's fair. I only ask because I know
Hi.
sometimes people have reasons.
I saw him the
for
last
asking
time we
those
were here.
questions.
I caught a snapping
Hey, that
turtle.
voice I was talking to told me he was biting off my toes.
I caught a snapping turtle.
If you put him down and he bites me again, I'm going to war
He's gonna
with him.
bite. He's going to
They
bite.
have their emo. What the fuck?
No, he's just chilling. He bites when you get close to him. Don't hear me!
He's chasing you. Help! Calm down.
They were fine for a second.
Let her breathe.
they were fine for a second there.
I think he's just sunk.
I think he's gone back
Hi.
down to the depths. There's a few. There was like just one sitting there. I was like, I'm gonna grab him.
No, he's right. Nope. Now he's going down farther.
Yeah, I
There
can
he
too.
goes.
A lot of squids down there. That is really cool.
I mean,
Yeah, somehow we're underwater and we're not all at once.
Yeah. It's oh god, there's a name for these types of caves. I forget what they're called.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know what they're called either, though.
Yeah, they're essentially just caves that it's like a bubble above from like oxygen,
Mm-hmm.
and it keeps the water from flowing down. You can find them underwater, and they're like a really cool sight to find, but it's neat to see them in real life.
Somebody gets squirted. Why did that feel bad to say? That felt terrible to say, and I never want to say it again. I
Yeah.
hate it here. Yeah. Yum. Well,
Now
at
she's
least we
glowing.
know where she is. I'm just waiting for her to light up again somewhere. Oh, there she is.
You were saying at least we know something?
Where she is. That's all.
Oh. How are you feeling after the whole Reverend T stuff?
Fine. It didn't bother
How are
me.
you feeling?
I wasn't uncomfortable there at all. In my world, it's just respectful to not make eye contact or speak out of place to those of higher, holier position, so I had no reason to speak. I was never spoken to directly.
I see.
Oh, there she is.
Been killing squids.
I can see that.
I got 15 glow squidding. There
Fucking
also probably will be a
children!
few bone meals coming up to the surface at some point.
Okay.
We've seen some of them.
That's pretty.
Yep. I worry about the consequences of littering here.
That's fair. I didn't think
rather
it much
have a
littering.
I'd rather have a
Considering.
safe water space.
Yeah, I didn't think it much littering considering the piranhas have gone after things down there.
Maybe not. But I've heard of many things getting irritated quickly.
That's fair. Things do get irritated very quickly out here. What do you think of this place so far, by the way?
It's a challenge of its own nature.
Yeah, definitely. I hear a zombie.
Yeah, me too.
Where's the zombie?
I'm just gonna ignore that and move on with
Something
the
attacked
zombie hurting
people. What
noise.
is going on?
Anyways.
Oh, there it goes.
Awesome.
That guy just burned to death somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Like most of the things I think about. Oh. Sunlight comes through. Sunlight comes through the hole up there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Anyways. What was I saying? Like most things in my life, I have to believe that they're supposed to happen and they're a challenge of some sorts. Otherwise, there would be no point in overcoming them and I could just roll over and die, but...
Yeah, that's understandable.
So that's all I think of this place. It's just another challenge that I have to overcome at some point. But I'm gonna do it my way, and there's no laws here, so I don't even have to do it some way that is preordained.
There's no laws, but people act like there are.
Yeah.
This is what I talked to Dolly about. We don't have a set of laws. We don't have a set of rules. We have a suggestion. We all suggest things to each other, but half the time none of us actually follow them. We are no form of government. We are a community of people stuck, but that's as far as we go. That's really it.
Oh.
There's nothing else to it. We've got rules. We've got suggestions.
He's trying to...
We all agree not to let things in the safe
It's going
zone.
after your toes.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
we can't live if we're in constant danger, so some things make sense to have, but
Yeah.
to be so
Some
forceful about other things that are simply a choice, it doesn't make complete sense to me. Can you leave? We're having a fucking moment. God damn. Can't have shit back here.
We're trying to have a nice moment between these three because they don't get to have nice moments often.
Yeah. Murder.
And then this piranha bitch is over here like, how dare you?
there we go.
It's just nice to be able to actually, I guess, relax for once.
I'm not killing
Okay.
that one.
Nah, it's fine. Just leave it alone.
It's come up.
Are you sitting with us? What's up, dog?
There's more of them.
It's
You're
just
attracting
me.
them.
It's because I have an attitude. Wah, wah, wah. That's what you guys sound like. Wah, wah, wah. There's 3 of you now. Wah, wah, wah. I feel like I'm about to be jumped. That's the worst
No,
part.
I think you're fine. They're just vibing.
Oh, there's a lot of them now.
Yeah, they probably are just like, they see you just barely and they're just like, oh, person.
Wah, wah, wah.
It does sometimes feel like you can't really do much in here. At least not without somebody being on your case every 5 minutes.
I mean, I say but I haven't really had to deal with that. But I've heard plenty from both of you about it, so.
Yeah.
But I gave you guys my advice. And if you act on it, maybe you won't have to worry about that anymore.
Hopefully.
May take a few reminders, and I did take it to heart. Yeah.
That's good.
I can say I am kind of done with people dictating what I can and can't do.
Should be.
I'm just tired of people acting like the consequences of things I do are worse than what they do. Because, to be honest, the worst I've done is the Shadow Wolf situation. Everything else has just been an accident.
We still
Yeah.
don't know for a fact if that was because of us or if that was hallways being hallways and it was just a coincidence.
And most of the situations I've been in haven't even been really me, or they've been just mistakes.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah, and I've said that. I've said that I make mistakes, I cause accidents. It's not on purpose. I'm not trying to harm anyone. Besides, I've done a lot less mistakes than a lot of the people in here.
All of them have the same exact thing to say. Even Caldera. They just torture each other.
I'm just kind of tired. I'm tired. That's really it. I'm tired.
How is the only thing they all managed to do here since months of being around each other is torture each other?
I get told to be myself by some people, but then when I am myself, I'm told I'm causing problems.
Well, nobody's ever going to inherently agree with what you do. You just have to learn to not care about that.
Which is difficult when it's shoved down your throat.
Oh yeah. I never said it's easy. But if you want to do something or if you feel an action is right, if you're going to feel remorse every time, you might as well just stop existing.
Yeah.
Pretty pointless way of living is doing things that you think are right and then only regretting them because other people said something. That's completely counterintuitive and it basically wastes your time.
I didn't even want to reach out to people when I was sick recently. Which I'm still a bit sick, but not as much, but just, I don't know. I felt like if I reached out, someone would get mad, and it made me just not want to.
I had to talk about this earlier, but you also can't put people in a box. You can't expect something and then not give them the opportunity to prove you wrong. Everybody deserves an opportunity to be proven wrong. You have every right to feel this doubt and these feelings towards others, but if you don't give them the chance to prove you wrong, progress is never made. So at some point, you do have to give them an opportunity. But that's not easy.
I guess it's just I guess it's just I have given people opportunities. I've given a lot of opportunities.
But if you expect people to give you opportunities, you have to keep giving them theirs. And it hurts and it sucks sometimes, but you can't just expect other people to change or, take your opportunities the first time.
But how am I supposed to do that when they won't even let me have the same thing? They won't.
It's
I
not
give people
easy.
opportunities constantly, but they don't give me opportunities, if that makes sense.
Then it sounds like there's something wrong with them. That speaks louder for the person they are than you are.
It's called people gave up on me.
I don't think so.
And
I
no,
think people
I've
got
been
tired.
told that some people did give up on me.
But that's
That it's
their
not worth it
problem.
anymore.
That's not your problem.
They make it my problem. Which sucks.
How did they make it your problem? It's just like genuine curiosity.
By constantly reminding me of it.
Then walk away. Listening to them isn't your responsibility.
I've done that multiple times. But then I'm the one in the wrong.
Well, then it's obviously still bothering you.
It's gonna bug me for a while, even if I decide not to care. Small part of me will still always, be a little bugged by it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because I'm an emotional as hell person.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've already made it very clear. I'm incapable of feeling most things, so yeah. I don't understand where you guys come from on a lot of things, but
I am an emotional wreck like 24/7, to be honest. I wish I wasn't.
Sometimes it can be
There are times
useful.
I really wish I could just shut that down.
There's no weakness in feeling all of that, but sometimes there is a benefit in being able not to. I do wish I could feel some of the things you guys feel. It would change a lot of my decisions, and sometimes I could make better ones. I think your emotions make you capable of making really good decisions sometimes. But not everybody's ever going to be happy. And they're going to throw it in your face because they want to feel less bad about their inability to take action. You can't do anything about that, and it's not your responsibility to do anything about that. Why are you so fucking loud?
You have some friends.
That's what you sound like. What?
The piranhas are just the safe zoners. Oh!
I took a
right after.
Sweep.
Right after.
Sweep.
No, I don't think you understand, Odie. I had just said the piranhas are like the safe zoners, and then you swung.
Alright.
The
agony. No!
Bye.
No! Odie!
Bye.
Off to go.
No!
Bye. Bye.
Rip.
Oh, jeez.
Rest in water.
There's not even any fucking piranhas left. I'm the only fish in that damn water besides the squids.
Yeah, delightful.
I do appreciate you bringing me here, though, Odie.
You spoke about wanting to come here. It's unfair that they are keeping it to themselves. We're not gonna get anywhere if everybody's keeping everything to themselves. I'm tired of it, so you know what? I'm gonna find it out on my own. Even if that means getting the passcode from a doctor.
That's
Dolly told me she had no reason to not give it to me.
Oh, now the piranhas show up again.
They live here.
Do you like Dolly?
They've changed.
You come back and I mentioned the doctor.
They changed sides. They're going over to you now.
Damn.
It's because you're a murderer.
Yeah. People in this place have a habit of picking and choosing who they tell things to, which is understandable. Not everybody seems probably fully trustworthy, so I understand that. But there are things that I feel like if people had said something certain things would have gone differently.
When it comes to the halls, there can't be secrets. Or, well, there shouldn't be secrets when it comes to halls, but when it comes to people,
I feel like if it's related to the halls, it should be said. Especially if it, like, some of the secrets people keep runs the risk of causing some major problems.
Look at the people who mostly find these things. Those guys, biggest secret keepers.
Yeah.
Both of themselves, which I'm not going to fault them for. I don't tell everybody every little fucking detail about myself.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
no,
fuck
100%.
that. People are shit.
There's certain things I won't really tell people, but I am more of an open book, to be honest. That's just how I am. But I feel like if it's something that is a danger to people and to the safe zone itself, it should be said. And it does get tiring when people are constantly keeping them.
Again, I'm tired. Me and Apollo talked. We talked, what? Not yesterday. The day before.
yeah.
Well, now we all have a pile
people are the issue. People just... You're not wrong.
I mean,
People are issues.
I just like to bring up that every time you guys talk about your problems, half the time the sentence starts with other people. It's not like you truly have any of your own problems at this point. Which obviously we all have our own problems.
I have my traumas big time.
But what I mean is that when it comes to trying to, like, you know, have a conversation about things, other people are the things that come up first, which is a problem in and of itself. If you can't focus on your own problems and fixing your own things, then there's inherently a problem. Because if you can't fix yourself, you can't trust other people.
I'm trying to fix myself. It's just difficult.
And I don't even mean, like, I don't mean it like fix yourself. I just mean, like, if you can't handle your own problems, you can't handle other people's. But over and over again, all I hear is that everybody has to handle everybody else's problems.
Yeah, that's kind of the mindset, unfortunately, that's thrown around here. And if you aren't there to assist with a problem,
Shit.
Now you've shoved her into the water. Now you've shoved her into the water.
No, I would never do that. Shut up.
In the water. Damn it.
I would not do that.
You did.
That does not sound like something I would do.
You did.
That does not sound like something I would do. Not
No, it's
ever.
okay. You both did it now.
Hey, I didn't shove you in the water. I shoved you farther away from me, but not in the water.
But it's difficult to properly attempt change, and I'm trying to, but when you're told told by somebody point blank that you will never change, that's unfortunately kind of sticks with you.
Mm-hmm.
And on my end, I've been told that a lot.
Sounds like a lot of people that are insecure about themselves. Most people say that because they worry that they cannot change. Because they cannot keep up with you and what you do. Therefore, they are scared that they will never be able to change. And they want you to slow down, get on their level, become petty the way they're being petty. It's a pretty easy manipulation tactic. Trying to force people to change by insisting they cannot, so all you will do is prove them wrong.
I've been told that I'm a coward, apparently.
Sometimes having fear makes you cautious.
Because I don't jump in or I don't try to speak up for myself. I'm a coward, according to someone. Which is... I'm I'm one of those people that if something needs to be said, I'll say it when the time is right. I'm not just gonna blurt it out right then and there when it feels wrong.
Mm-hmm. There is a time
So
and a place for most things.
Yeah, and I don't think that makes me a coward.
Mm-mm.
I think it just makes me cautious. Not like I don't say it eventually.
Those who keep their opinions to themselves are mostly gossipers and secret keepers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody should hold back on their opinions. It cuts off communication and it makes it makes a fool of people. That's what it does. Makes people feel like idiots. And then things get out of hand because somebody feels incompetent.
Mm. I know people hold back their opinions on me a lot of times because I because I cry, because I'm emotional. I've been told that's one of the reasons. It's not something I can really control, though.
No. I think
I'll be
people should
upset at
still...
first, but I'll still understand that it needed to be said.
Exactly. You don't have to agree with people's opinions. They can say what they say and it can hurt and you can just not agree. I just don't think somebody should hold back their opinion because they think you're gonna cry. Because like I said earlier, you also always need to give somebody an opportunity to prove you wrong. Because you never know when they're going to. It could be when it matters most that they prove you wrong.
Yeah, I guess my mindset at this point is if people aren't going to give me the chance, then why should I?
Yeah,
At
but
this
if you
point.
want them to give you the chance, you have to be the first to make the change. It's the golden rule. If people want to be treated a certain way, they need to treat others that same way. And it's hard at first because you get burned a lot. But at some point you find the people who are going to treat you the way you want to be treated. And those are the people that you hold on tightest to. Not everybody will treat you that way.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything about that. But you can do something about the people you hang out with. And that's the only thing you can change.
Yeah. I'm okay to consider you a friend, right, Paula?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I always ask because sometimes, like, if you're not close enough, people just want to be acquaintances. So I tend to ask.
Yeah, kick my feet. I don't have a thing for that, but kick my feet. We use our imagination. It's Minecraft roleplay. We're all depressed. We can imagine somebody kicking their feet.
It's nice to get moments like this.
When things aren't on fire?
When things aren't on fire, when I can be... That was probably not the best term to pick.
No, I realized it too. I'm not a huge fan of fire either. I don't know why that's the first thing I jumped to.
The fumble.
Fumble on myself. I am fucking scared of fire, dude. What the hell?
Hilarious. That was a double fumble.
It's fucking autumn. Look at my fucking camera. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. How dare you speak? What the fuck?
Double fumble.
Dumbass.
I'm looking directly at my camera. You suck. Fuck you, Autumn Runs. God damn.
Dum dum.
Tisk tisk.
We love the double fumble.
Ugh. Double fumble on myself. I think it's like an achievement.
I guess it's more of when I don't have to hear somebody constantly telling me you need to go back into the safe zone and constantly saying I can't be out there, but then there's people who spend their whole time out there.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that.
It's just I don't get it. And then if I walk over and simply just ask somebody, hey, where are you going? Or you've been out a lot. I guess for some reason that is something I'm not allowed to say. I don't know.
It sounds a
I
little
just
accusatory.
I just get a weird reaction when all it is me being like, at least with the cult rooms thing, my brain is like, you have been out there a long time.
Mhm.
And that place makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, but you gotta give them some trust.
Oh yeah, I do. It's just, I guess when they were out for like, almost like 3-4 days at a time.
I mean, if nobody's hurt and nothing's gone wrong, I think I would just leave it. Because I think,
Yeah.
especially with it being a religious space, I've noticed that people really just want their space when it comes to that.
Yeah, it just...
So I would just leave it, as religious stuff is harder.
I know, it's just part of me doesn't... I'll be respectful of the area, don't get me wrong, it's just... We talk about not trusting things in the halls.
Well, as far as I've seen, they don't trust them. They just
They
like
act
talking
like
to
they
them.
do. Well, that's what I mean. We've been told not to talk to things, not to trust them, not to...
I mean, I saw the Reverend
Be
yesterday.
safe with
That's a
them.
whole person.
Chris, the same people who say not to talk to shit, talk to shit.
Yeah, the same people who say not to talk to things have been known to go hang out with the maracas for days.
Look at me. I say don't talk to shit. I've been talking to a damn voice the past 2 days.
I wasn't even looking. I was in
Oh.
free cam. I couldn't even see that thing.
That was impressive, actually. I don't know how.
Oh shit! I'm
Again.
sorry.
You did it again.
I was doing it blind. I'm sorry.
It keeps happening.
My bad. Retcon.
I'm gonna have, like,
I'm using my
my
No, I'm
character's
using
gonna
my
have-
retcon on.
Maybe not from you, but I still.
I'm retconning. Melanie never
Okay,
swung
cool.
at you.
Okay, cool.
In character, Melody would never swing at
So
somebody else. I'm
trying to
making
hit
it very
you.
apparent that I'm actually
Yes.
swinging at you.
Keeps happening, and
If
it's
I was
so
swinging
funny.
at you, I'd look you dead in your eyes and kill you. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Kick my legs.
Yeah, the same people who tell you not to talk to things, don't do things out in the hallways. They're the same people that are going to go and do things and talk to things out in the hallways.
Yeah. It feels like because they're the ones who said, like, made the rule that they are exceptions. It's just weird.
There's no rules
Again.
here.
Yeah.
No, I know there's no rules, but it's just
I'm a sober.
if you
There
don't...
may be social rules, and people are like, well, don't do this or we're gonna be upset at you, but it's social rules. Those aren't
I think it's
actual
more of one of those
rules.
things of if you're gonna do it yourself and then, like, try to hide it. Like, because that's what happened. We all were trying to figure out who let in the maracas the first time.
None of you believed me and
No, I
I'm
said it
still
was.
mad.
I said it was them. I went and asked them point blank to their face, did you do it? And they didn't. They lied to my face. And then when
somebody that I know lies, I've not. This is back on the thing. I've not gotten a chance to give Xavier a chance to. I've not given Xavier a chance. I want to give Xavier a chance. I struggle to talk with Xavier. This is on me. This opinion of mine has been formed because of everything that I've seen, and I've not talked to him. But I see Xavier as somebody who lies. Whether it's to protect his own skin or not, I don't know. All I know is I don't quite trust Xavier. I trust Xavier enough that he's not going to kill me out in the hallways.
Yeah, no,
But
same
on a
here.
deep personal level, I do not trust Xavier with my own personal information. I'll tell him things about the hallways. I'll tell him things like, oh hey, this happened. If I feel like it's something he needs to know. There is things that I won't tell Xavier because I simply don't trust him with those certain things. But you do not see me staying away from him. You don't see me not telling him certain things.
Yeah.
When I find them important, there is just my own personal opinion. I mean, he's proven me wrong a good few times, but it is my own thing. I don't exactly trust Xavier.
I don't fully trust them either. I mean, I'll trust them with certain things, and I'll try to be kind and nice around them, but
I'm just looking up dog breeds, you guys.
just deep
Thinking
down,
about
it
my
feels
dog.
like there's a lot more going on than they let on. And it makes me nervous. But if I were to openly say that, I'd probably be told I'm a hypocrite. So I don't. Because I'm very tired of trying to prove myself to those people. At the end of the day, I know they're never gonna believe me when I say something. They'll say they do, but I know it's not true. People have a very specific way they speak when playing nice. And there are definitely times where it's obvious.
I'm kind of done talking. I don't want to talk more about Xavier.
No, that's fair.
It's not a topic I like sharing because it's my own personal opinions.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. I don't want to pry or anything like that.
I miss Soba.
You miss what?
Soba. The noodles, and I named my dog Soba.
Oh, yakisoba?
Yeah.
Yeah, yakisoba's really good. I used to eat that a lot.
That.
You know, there's a macaroni and cheese version of yakisoba.
That sounds interesting.
It's really good.
I love Soba. That's why I named my dog after it. I miss him.
I had a cat.
Do you think dog owners look like their dogs?
No, do you have a picture of your dog?
No, not on me.
Oh. I tell you what, maybe one of these days you can describe him to me and I could try to draw him.
Well, he's Nikita Shiba Inu mix.
When we have a chance, if you want, I can draw you a pic of them, and then you can have it somewhere in your home.
I mean, I'm both a dog and cat person, if you think about it. Except my dog is not a dog; he's a wolf. So we don't really have dog breeds back home. We have a wolf.
You look like you would own a Newfoundland.
And then you have your chaotic animal back in the safe zone that when you give it apples, it does the little dance.
You know, for no reason at all, I know that it's actually if you play a music disc on a duplex, that he does a little dancey dance. Anyway, I said it looks like you'd own a Newfoundland. Like, they're big dogs, big water dogs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I own...
Or a greyhound.
A dire wolf.
Ooh, a greyhound is a good vote, too.
Yeah, I can see a greyhound definitely fitting the vibe. They're so silly. I love their little faces.
Well, I think greyhound because you're fast as shit.
Yeah, I can keep up with you.
I own a dire wolf.
I mean, you already said that you own a wolf. I'm just like, I'm thinking like if you owned a dog and you played into the stereotype that owners look like their dogs, a Newfoundland or a greyhound would fit you best.
This is going into the letter to read. This is going into the letter to read. And when he gets back and he reads this letter, I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, do you see what this means? You know what this means? I don't understand. I don't got dog breeds.
And Chris, you look like you'd own like a Cocker Spaniel or a Beagle.
Yeah, probably.
I love Cocker Spaniels. They're adorable.
They're very cute, yeah.
I feel like I dye my hair too often to look like I'd own any dog breed in particular. What do you think?
I mean, I don't really think dyeing your hair really changes much.
Well, because
There are those
like
dogs that you can dye their fur.
well, yeah, I do factor in like bits and pieces of like hair color or facial shape to like think of it. And I don't know, having bright green hair with differing colors for the bottom half tends to, you know.
Pomeranian.
You think I know what a Pomeranian?
Pomeranian.
A Pomeranian, okay.
Yeah, Pomeranian.
I'll take it. Oh shit.
I can definitely see you having a Pomeranian. I love those dogs.
If you put me beside a Pomeranian, you think I'd look like I own that dog?
Listen, Pomeranians can be calm, but when they want to be, they are chatty little guys. They will just go for it. They're also nice and comforting, and I find you comforting, so.
Oh, that's sweet. I don't know, I would just try and change topics.
No, that's fair. What's another animal?
Topics. I'm terrible at small talk. This sucks.
Type of fish.
Type of fish.
What type of fish will we be?
Let me think. I'm a beta fish.
This is an Odie topic right here. What type of fish? would
Yeah,
we be,
you
Odie?
look at us. Look at
I'm a beta fish. I count crocodiles as aquatic animals, so. And you're already a crocodile.
Yeah. They're more
Yeah, but what if
reptiles,
they were
but
a fish? But what if they were a fish?
fish.
A fish.
When I was doing
got
the
me
dog
cursed.
thing, I want you to know I had a whole thing pulled up on the side looking at dog breeds while I was doing that.
What did you
get
think?
me?
Yeah.
I don't know fish types, Chris. Just because I am a fish does not mean I know fish.
Well, what ones do you know?
Not many. Do I look like the type
I'm
of person
challenging
that
your
can
knowledge,
name
Odie.
a
I'm
fish?
challenging your knowledge, Odie.
I know like 5 fish. And that's
Then-
it.
Use those 5 fish.
No. Because none of those fish count.
Okay, aquatic creatures then. Is that better?
No. Chris, I grew up in a snowy mountain. I did not grow up in the ocean.
You talk about aquatic life a lot. I thought you would have been able to do this one.
No.
You literally
No.
talked about sea bunnies.
This is great. This is awesome.
Sea bunnies is one of the fucking one of the very few aquatic animals I know.
But you made it seem like you know a lot about those types of animals.
Alright.
You
Chris, look
goofball.
at me.
Yeah.
Celestial eye goldfish. That's what I think of.
I'm sorry. Anytime I hear goldfish, I just think of those goldfish with like the really big eyes.
Bubble eye goldfish, yeah.
The bubble eye.
They're literally just called bubble eye goldfish. They're special. And
I love that that's what they're called.
so
That's
picky.
amazing. They're so silly.
they just don't survive well.
I think it's because of how picky they are.
Probably.
Hey, what's another thing we can do? The piranhas have returned.
It's okay. I can chill out.
Could play a game.
Ugh, I don't have any games in mind. I mean, I do, but we kind of need a bigger group for that one to be fun. I don't know.
Chris, I think
Yeah.
you would own a. Can't remember how to say the name, but I can message from the communicator.
I wasn't even looking anywhere
I think
close.
it's
That's
called
such
Steppy.
a what?
What is it?
A steppy wolf. I think you would own a steppy wolf.
Searching
I
this
don't
up on
remember if
communicator.
that. I don't
Hold
think
on.
that's how you say the name, but I can't remember how you say the name.
Oh, like wolf. We're not talking about
Steppenwolf?
fish, right?
Yes. No, I'm not talking about a fish. I'm
Well,
talking
we
about-
were on fish. I was confused.
I made it very clear just now, Apollo. I don't know fish.
Well, I was confused. Steppy wolf.
I keep getting
I
a
don't know
rock
if that's how
band.
you say it.
Well, that's how
It
it's
is.
spelled, so I think
I don't know. I
so.
keep
Whoa.
getting a rock band.
Steppy wolf.
I keep getting a rock band.
It's in chat. It's in chat.
It's in chat.
Okay,
You're not
because
typing
it kept giving me Steppenwolf every time I typed in Steppy Wolf.
Steppy wolf.
I don't know if that's
There's
how
a
you say it.
band,
I
Leave me
think so.
alone.
I don't know
Okay,
how else
I
you
love
would
it.
say
That's
it.
so cute. That is so cute. There's a picture in here that has such a concerned face. Oh my god, what is that face?
Apollo,
Hold
I
on.
think you would own a Mexican wolf. They
Mexican.
look like they'd fit your vibe.
Hold on, I'm sending it in other media real quick. So you guys can
I'm
see
not
the
going
concerned
based
face.
off behaviors, I'm going based off of look.
I sent it in the thing.
Exactly.
In the other media.
Exactly.
Look at the concerned face it has.
You're so floofy.
It's so concerned.
He looks fake.
I know. It doesn't look real. Like, it looks like it's seen some shit, and I'm like, are you okay?
Bro was photoshopped out of his picture. I'm sure background context is what that picture needs. What game were you thinking upon that needs more people?
So I was part of like the secrets games, like where we did like secret roulette or whatever. So it made me think about like it's a good way to learn each other, you know, like little secrets that you don't mind one person knowing, and you don't know who got it, and you confirm or deny whether or not it's the lie or it's the truth. That one's always fun. But no, the one in particular I was thinking about is a wheel. Like you spin a wheel, and on this wheel there's categories: parental, life, animals, something like that. But you spin it, you get your category, and you go. When I was younger, and you say something you believed about that topic.
Oh no.
When you were younger. For example, if you got the parent category, when I was a kid, my parents made me believe yada yada, like that.
That actually sounds kind of fun.
It's a great way to bond because you learn a lot about a person when you figure out how they were raised.
Do we really need more people?
I don't think we need more people.
I think it would be easier to do with more people, that's all.
Only problem is I don't think you could get people to get involved because a lot of people are really secretive about their childhoods.
People jumped into the secret roulette game without a fucking question. I don't think it's that hard.
Yeah, because it was hidden stuff and like only you guys know it.
Wheel of names, give me this.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of people out here are really secretive about their past and their childhoods and stuff. But I mean, really secretive. I see a squid just going in the water. It's just going.
I'm trying to think of categories. I have like parental, food, animals. I'm doing a you pick option. Like you just say something and people have to match that vibe. Something you believed about adults. I guess something you believed about the world.
Urban myths.
Urban myths.
Something tells me I'm not going to do very well.
I want you guys to know that in character I'm gonna be bullshitting so many of these.
I'm also going to be bullshitting many of these. If it takes me a minute to respond, it's because I'm think-thonking.
Tis
I'm
the
think-thonking.
drama of bullshitting.
It's
Wheel.
bullshitting. You're gonna have to give me this section of your VOD so I can go through and write it down and be like, okay, this is. I have to consistently be like, let me look, let me write this shit down so I can be consistent with myself.
I think I made it work a little bit. Why is it so off? Why are you off? Oh my god. Anything else? Maybe?
I'm scooching you.
Body. All kinds of things. Yeah, like, I guess my best example is like, if you were told, like, if you don't brush your teeth will fall out or something.
No, I think the one I remember the most, was the ridiculous. Explain where.
What?
In chat, feel free to
so
join in if you want to join in chat. You guys are more than welcome to.
But the ridiculous ways that parents would tell you where babies came from. Because there were some ridiculous ones.
I mean, my parents were straightforward. Dog. Nothing special there. And I've been very open.
Out of character, one of my friends, their parents told them that babies came from the moon.
Oh.
What the fuck?
How does that
They just said that the babies, because their kid was obsessed with like alien stuff, so they said the babies came from the moon. So the kid thought that they for the longest time thought they were just a moon baby.
I guess like keep your kid.
I suppose. All right. Awesome. I don't even know how this is happening. There's an advertisement on my screen. Hold on.
There's an advertisement, but also your wheel is just a bunch of names.
What the fuck is happening here?
Not categories.
I don't. Wait. How am I supposed to? I think I need to like actually name this. Hold on.
The wheel of names.
Let's maybe sign in. You hate me. I had to check real quick. I was worried I might have just doxed my fucking email.
I love
No,
these
no, it's only showing your wheel. If it had opened something else, I would have jumped you. I would have jumped you so fast. I would have been like, put it away! Put it away!
No!
I love that these sillies are all just bonding.
We
Silly
tried
bonding
that link
hours.
instead. Aha! I do win! Look at that. Perfect.
Yay, yippee, yay, yippee, yay, yay, yippee.
Okay, chat, if you're gonna join in, feel free to. Anyways, I will go first when we spin the wheel, so whatever category, I will take lead. If it's you pick first, I might lose my mind. Oh, is it not gonna work on stream?
If you've spun it, it's not spinning
Hold
on
on.
stream.
It says hit. Let me hold on. Press control enter. I am.
Welcome to us trying to figure out
Aha!
something last minute.
What do we got? I don't even think I need to. Animals. What did you believe about animals when you were younger? When I was younger, I believed that you swallowed a spider every time you went to sleep.
Oh no, not that one. Not that one.
I can't believe that. Spiders are huge in my world.
When I was little, I used to believe that earwigs were called earwigs because they crawled into your ears.
I told you guys I'm gonna be bad at this.
It's okay. It's okay.
You got this.
Go crazy.
You
Go
got
crazy.
this.
Something I believed about animals.
In
That's how
particular,
animals
like,
always just popped into existence. Like they didn't.
oh,
There was. Yeah.
Oh,
I just believe they popped into existence at random.
well, they do here.
they do here. You're not completely wrong.
The world proved you right.
All right, and then I'm gonna spend this, and Chris, you go first next.
Okay.
Make sense? Like going down the.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Alright.
Parental. What is something your parents told you that you believed?
Okay. Let me I was told that every time it was thundering was because the gods were bullying and one of them got a strike.
Awesome. Melody.
Something my parents told me was hot guy wasn't real, and then I found out he was real. So they made me believe that a guy did not exist.
You just didn't believe in a whole guy for a little while.
I didn't believe in a whole guy. So I had like nightmares about the guy. So they said he didn't exist. And I was like, okay, I'm never gonna get shot by this guy with velocity. And then I got shot by the guy with velocity. Like, age 14 freaked me the fuck out because I was told he doesn't exist.
Dude, that's quite a way to be proven fucking wrong. That's horrific.
Said ha psych.
Okay.
It was horrible.
God, this one's hard for me. When I was younger, I was made to believe that if I got bug bites, they were under my skin.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh no. I hate that. I hate that.
It's great. It's fine.
What the fuck?
Alright, and then Melody, your first, what I spent this? I moved parental by accident, so I guess you pick if you want to bring up another parental belief that existed.
Okay.
Food.
This actually came up before. I believed buffalo, like the animal buffalo,
Oh my God.
actually was part of the process of making buffalo
Yeah,
sauce.
I remember this. Oh my God, I remember that.
I still believed it until I came in here.
Yeah.
And somebody explained it to me very gently that is not. The buffalo has nothing to do with the creation of buffalo sauce.
I remember when that happened. That was so
I grew
funny.
up not cooking, and I never questioned the process of because like I always bought it like pre-made. So I never knew that it did not have anything to do with buffaloes at all.
That's hilarious.
It's such a chaotic moment. We all just kind of stared at Odie, like, pardon?
Food is the category. When I was younger, I was made to believe that a fairy would die if I did not eat my vegetables.
Oh, wow!
The worst part, fairies existed in my world.
Oh.
That was just a guy you saw walking down the street, like.
But what do you count as fairy? Hold on, what's counted as fairy in your world? Do they have wings or are they like fae?
Yeah, those with wings. Because they are fae, but it's like fairies in particular, like those with wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pixies would also count as like fairies.
Okay, so I was always led to believe that if I if I accidentally swallowed the seeds from a watermelon, it would grow in my stomach.
I know about that one too. I was told that one too.
It was such a terrifying thing to think about. Like, I'm like, I don't want that.
I want to die. I want to die.
I don't want it.
I want to die. Spin the wheel. Oh, food again. I'm gonna spin it again.
Yeah, spin it again.
Spin it! No, nobody cares. Stop cheering. I'll lose my mind if it ended up on food a fuck again.
That would have been really
Urban
funny.
Miss. Awesome. I was made to believe that this one's rough. A lot of myths actually exist in my world. Fuck. Shit. This was hard. When I was younger, I was made to believe that hide-behinds were not people and just your anxiety.
I have no idea what was said because it cut out on my end.
I'm gonna die!
It didn't cut out on my end. It was just get.
When I was younger, I was made to believe that hide-behinds weren't real people and they were just a manifestation of anxiety. Oh, you're about to be the victim of my crash out. Come here, you little you fuck you, die. Anyways.
You had enough of them?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a itty bitty. Normal amount. What just happened?
Let me think. When I was a kid, I was always made to believe that if you spotted Santa, they would just pick up your presents and leave.
How dare.
What was it?
If you're spotted Santa, they would just pick up your presents and leave.
He wouldn't do that. I've talked about this before. Santa's real where I'm from. So.
It was
Like,
really
actually
trippy to find out they were real here, and I was just like, wait, what?
Oh my god, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if Santa's actually real here. I'll believe it when I see him.
There was actually proof that they were here because there was a whole long thing about the fact that Santa was just in the halls.
Delightful.
What
about you, Melody?
So
What urban myth you got?
Urban myths. I really do have to think of what's not real. There's a lot of things that are just real.
That's what I was struggling with.
That piranha is determined right now.
I know, I could see him out of the corner of my eye.
We're going
I'm
after
really
your
trying
feet.
to think on that. I don't know if we have any myths that aren't proven to be real. Or things that I was made to believe weren't real, but turned out to be real. I mean, I guess at a very young age, we have things similar to gods. They're not exactly fully gods by any means, but At a young age, I was made to believe that they weren't exactly real. And then I learned later on in life that they very much were real.
Okay, that works.
Hmm.
Like just something you were told as a kid that was proven wrong when you were older. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. It was like a year after I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're lying to me. I sat there and I was like, wait a minute. Everything makes sense. You're lying to me. Like a liar.
Alright. Do you think we are lingering out here a little bit too long? A little bit of anxiety.
That's fair.
Also, I think I may need to get to puppy duty soon. Can I have my chest plate back?
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I have my chest plate back?
This
Yeah. Yep.
Yummy.
Boop.
Goodbye. Oh, your backpack! Eat it.
My backpack, eat it. Nom nom nom.
Nom nom.
How there. Yeah. Meow.
I just asked that if anybody asks either of you where that passcode came from, you didn't hear it from me.
Yeah, of course.
Or how you figured it out, because I'd rather not have everybody on my ass being like, well, why didn't you tell us? Nah.
Oh yeah,
They will get on
this
my
way. I get you. Meow. Out of character, I'll probably keep hanging out. I just need to be able to leave whenever. So I need to in-stream. Meow. 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 Plus, I think somebody's doing April Fool's things. I forgot. What? That's tomorrow. It's in a few hours.
It's either they're doing it or the mod pack because
Oh, you're right.
If we stay on till 12, you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
There's certain things in the mod pack.
I just remembered on it. So tomorrow, none of us may be able to get on because supplementaries, the globe.
Yeah, the globe.
On April 1st, absolutely just won't let you exist at all.
Yeah, I know. I had it on one of my servers when that happened, and I just had to set the day back.
Yeah, it's either that or I think you can deep dive into the mod and get rid of it.
I think we should be fine considering it's April 1st for Savior and they're fine.
Well, it's in the States. It's based off the States stuff for the supplementary thing. It's fully based off of in the States.
That's sneaky.
So, if you can get on tomorrow, child!
Ping pong.
If you can't get on tomorrow, I suggest looking at books.
Oh, good God.
Specifically on the notice boards. I learned something funny because somebody had their thing set to
Is it gonna delete shit?
No.
That's on the book?
No,
okay.
no, it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
I can't say what because we're like we found out by accident that there's a funny thing that happens.
I think if we get rid of the globe in the safe zone, we should be able to get on.
So, the reason I say you should be fine is Lunar's thing is accidentally set to April 1st. And they didn't crash. And we were on a few servers that has stuff. It's if you click the globes, I believe, that it does it.
No, it's just if you try to get on in general, because I also had a server that had it during April 1st.
Oh no.
The supplementary mod creator coded it so that the 1st of April, it will not let you get onto your server if there's globes.
So we just need to remove the globe.
Mm-hmm.
Is it only one globe that we have in the safe zone?
It's one globe in the safe zone, at least place zone that I know of, but I know there's some out here in the hall, so I don't know if those get loaded if they're near the safe zone. I don't know if those are near the safe zone.
As soon as somebody leaves the
I
safe
mean,
zone,
we'll
it's
know.
over.
We'll know in about an hour.
I mean, we
As
don't
soon as someone
actually know
leaves
where
the
the
safe zone,
server
it's
is
over.
located.
I do. It's located in Florida.
Oh yeah, in about an hour.
Yeah, so in
It's
about an
noted
hour.
in Florida. So we'll see. We'll see, because it's almost 11 p.m. EST. So we'll see in about an hour.
Yeah.
If everything just fucking combusts and then nobody's allowed on April 1st.
Which would actually suck.
Yeah, the mod creator's kind of an asshole.
Well,
I think
we'll
it's
have to
funny.
Unless they
see.
can...
I
I don't know if they can change the date on the server. I don't
They
think
might
they
have
can.
to. They might have to.
No,
don't
they
know if
don't. Because
they can.
when it happened last year, all I had to do was set my own computer back, and I was fine. It had nothing to do with the server, because the server wasn't hosted
Okay.
via my computer.
Okay.
Is it still, I'm trying to think, because I'm like...
As long
Is
as you
it
set your
only-
computer back, you're fine.
Oh, okay. I can't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, everybody can.
No, I mean, it would mess up a lot of stuff on my computer, is the problem.
Yum.
You may have to show me that tomorrow. If it breaks.
If it breaks.
If it breaks.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's more than one globe.
I think there is one up in the art gallery, which is near the safe zone and probably does get loaded.
Ooh, lag.
Back there. They're combusting back there.
Yeah, I got closer to the safe zone and I also lagged.
Safe zone always is bugging.
I actually need to bring it up to the admins because I found out the cluttered mod is not coded very well at all, and
It's
each
not.
individual cluttered item counts as an entity,
Yeah.
and that might be the reason why the safe zone's so laggy.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's whole sections that are just cluttered.
Yeah, I've been meaning to bring it up to the admins because I found that out because we took it off. I took it off a server recently. And the server stopped lagging.
DV8 might be able to fix that actually. They could probably mess around with it.
He'd have to completely recode the entire mod.
I've seen them do crazier things. They might be able to actually.
I'm like full on dead serious.
No, I know.
The thing it's made in and made through makes it every single thing in it an entity.
That's why. Why would they make it like that?
When I say
It's the
somebody would
easier
have
way to make it.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to set up a mod.
Yeah, when I say he'd have to completely rewrite the entire thing from scratch.
Oh shit. Whoa, why am I... Nothing's responding.
Now too. Are also doing it.
Holy shit.
Your stream's buffering.
Yeah, everything's lagging for me right now.
But yeah, thanks for taking me over there.
Okay, we're
It's no problem.
Unicorn horn.
Again, yeah, I put that in there. I've got too many ads. Yeah, you talked about wanting to go in there and that they were keeping it from literally everybody else. So I was like,
yeah.
No thank you. I'm gonna put this shit in the composters.
Okay, it looks like you can change that.
Quick. Break it. Oh my god, why are you taking an eternity?
Yeah, everything's done.
It blew up.
Oh.
Fuck that.
blew
Fuck
up
that.
the
Oh.
world.
Oh,
I'm
it's
pretty.
just...
I don't.
Did
I
it go
don't
in your
know
bag?
No, it didn't. He just combusted it.
Oh, well. There
It's
goes the
okay.
glow
One way
bag.
to do it.
Okay. The wandering traders that are very rare in the safe zone sell it from time to time, so we'll get it back eventually.
Yippee! Distance. Oh. I have a splinter in my palm. Really hurts. What's up?
Removing the globe fixed their lag a bit.
Yeah. What? I'm still chugging a bit, but it actually, like, improved it for a bit.
Though. Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
go
so-
in
You
gonna
stream
go
real
end your
quick.
stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay. Have a little unicorn horn on. Perfect way to end the stream. Yippee. Okay, so, thankfully things with the puppy have been doing better. It's more consistent. So it's not like a constant eye needs to be on him nearly as much. Semi-constant, so I still do often have that responsibility, which is fine. I love him. He'll adjust at some point. But that does mean streams will continue to be scarce. I am trying to get back on my schedule. Me and my roommates are doing our best to figure out how well this all works with everything. So hopefully I'll be on my schedule a little bit more because I do miss streaming and I do miss you guys and I miss hanging out on Warren. So I had a lot of fun today. I had a lot of good conversations. Tried to lighten it up a little bit at the end there. Get a little bit of whimsy. There's a lot of stuff that's happened off screen for Apollo, unfortunately, but I do kind of enjoy that because that's my break from being productive. Because Warren is still very much my casual, like, hangout server, so I don't always want to stream it every single time I got stuff going on. But when there's important stuff or I want to chill out, I'll be here. I will see you guys later. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for hanging out. Let's go figure out who to raid. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go raid Mochi. Mochi. They're playing Repo /raid. My cat's trying to get out of my room. Hold on. Come on. I never got. Okay, you got 4 more seconds. 3, 2. Oh, why not go raid?